Special Operations Command, which is a very large 3-story building. It's very boring with no windows, filled with men. They're not ordinary men. These are real live G.I. Joes and Captain Americas. But that wasn't me. I worked IT. But I worked IT for the Navy SEAL in charge of all these men. And he had a problem. He had a problem in Afghanistan. You see, his special operators' jobs to thwart Taliban influence was to go to villages and engage and advise and assist and engage the Afghan people in things like education, healthcare, and security. The problem was, due to cultural sensitivities, his special operators were missing 50% of the population, the women. And everybody knows, everywhere, behind closed doors, women make the decisions on what happens to their sons, their daughters, and the family. So this admiral had the idea to start recruiting Army women and put them through special operations training. It's never been done before. And he said these women will make history. I thought these women are going to make a difference. So I went to him and I said, is this something you think I could do? And he looked at me and said, I think you would be great at it. What he should have said was, that's ridiculous. You're in the Air Force, and you're twice the age of the ideal recruit. I was 43. But 4-star generals are kind of like Jedi. They wave the hand, and they don't disappoint me. I found myself in formation at Camp McCall, which is a special operations training encampment at Fort Bragg, North Carolina. It's all what you would expect from a 1950s Korean War era encampment. But the problem was there's 2 things that were out of place there. This flannel-clad reporter, who was there to document history being made, and me, in my Air Force gray and blue PT uniform in a sea of black and gold. So that first day, it took all day to process the 180 women or so that had made this cut. And by mid-afternoon, I found myself in a pair of the Army combat uniform with my new name taped to my legs and my arms, number 13. So we're finding ourselves formed up again, and this time I'm not sticking out. I look like everybody else, except Ulster. And I have my Army uniform on, my combat boots, and a rucksack, which is Army speak for backpack, with 35 pounds of random stuff in it to make it weigh 35 pounds, and 2 canteens of water. So we're all lined up, and the lane walkers, which is a fancy Army term for instructor when they don't teach you anything, we're furiously walking through, handing out M16s. Everybody else in this formation seemed cool with it. I had pure wide-eye panic. See, I'm in the Air Force, and I'm an officer in the Air Force, and the only weapon I've ever carried, my duty weapon, is a 9mm Beretta. You wear it on your hip, you wear it on your leg, or sometimes you get to wear it on your body armor on your chest. I had no idea what to do with the rifle, at all. It was 15 extra pounds I had not counted on, and it was 40 inches long to my 60 inches tall. As I'm sitting here trying to manage the panic, they're going over the rules, because there's always rules. You will stay on the course, you'll stay between the cones, this is a rough march of unknown distance, this is a rough march of unknown time, yada, yada, yada. And then all of a sudden, these women start running. And I'm like, seriously, who does that? Like, I contemplated pursuit. Then I thought, okay, one of the guys at work said, no, Cleveland, you don't have to be first, just don't be last. I'm like, okay, that's my mantra, okay, don't have to be first. So I'm trying to figure out how to carry this rifle. The rifle they gave us has this handle on top, which of anybody of reasonable intelligence, you would think that is for carrying things, right? A handle. So I holding the handle, I'm like, okay, I can do this. And I get, number 13, that is not a purse. So then, I'm like, okay, firewood. Okay, I'll carry like firewood. And then I get, number 13, that is not a baby. And so I'm like, Jiminy Christmas. So then I noticed somebody else had the rifle tucked into the rucksack and the magazine tucked into their belt. I'm like, hashtag life changing. Okay, I can do this. But then I noticed it was getting dark. I was out of water. And I was not first. I was last. And how did I know I was last? Well, those lane walkers were behind me picking up the cones. And I smelled diesel fumes from the Humvee. And they were chattering about me behind my back. Like, she's not going to get selected anyway. Why doesn't she just quit? I'm already 2 hours late for chow. And, like, really? Like, I'm still out here? And I'm like, finally, I'm like, guys, I can hear you. I can hear you. But then I started having some real physical problems. My legs started to cramp. And they were cramping so bad, I thought my bones were going to break. And to make matters worse, I knew I was going to fail. And the mental battle that I had to have with myself about the Admiral, and going back and telling him, like, I am letting him down. I'm not going to make it. Then that flannel clad reporter starts vulturing around me, taking pictures, like so many ugly pictures, that were later going to end up in the Washington Post Sunday insert. And at that time and in that moment, I thought to myself it would be way better to die than to quit. So I started to pray for death. and as I thought my prayers were going to be answered, I basically face planted over the finish line of the Ruck of Unknown Distance. And the special operations medics went to work. IVs, ice sheets, water, just super professional. And they basically brought me back to life. And one of them asked me, why did you just bring 2 canteens of water? And I said to him, you have rules. Because in the Air Force, when you have rules, you follow them. You have rules. And I didn't want to be disqualified only to have to disappoint the Admiral. And he got down and told me something that I thank him for. He said to me, whispered in my ear, if the rules don't make sense, don't follow them. Oh, okay. So, data point. And then he stood back up, put on his war face, and basically said, if you're going to be a stubborn bitch, then I guess you better start drinking water like it's your J-O-B. Okay, new mantra, drink water like it's my job. So since I wasn't going to be selected, I figured, well, I'll finish out the week because then I can tell the Admiral I just wasn't what they were looking for. So in that same Sunday insert, I learned that 100 hours was coined the 100 hours of hell. Well, the first 8 hours, I really pretty much blew it. So I was unburdened from the next 92 hours by my failure and non-selection that I didn't have to worry about making history. So I actually, I made it through just fine by the end of the week. At the end of the week, 50 of us were standing out of 100, about 180 folks. And we found ourselves in the hall of Aaron Bank Hall at the JFK School for Special Warfare. This is a hallway that was gleaming white hallways, bright, like pristine, and we're smelly, dirty, and exhausted. And they tell us to line up in reverse order numerically, which just highlighted even further who was no longer with us. We got the instructions, you go through the door, if you get selected, you go right, no discussion, no reporting, whatever. It's like more rules. Okay, these ones are simple. Since I was number 13, I was toward the end. So I open the door, and there's a trail of mud leading to that desk where the lead lane walker, Lieutenant Colonel Murphy, was sitting. And all I could think about was that trail of mud that veered left to the left door, which is a non-slip. And while I'm doing this, walking down that carpet, he comes into sharp focus, and I report in. Sir, number 13 reports as ordered. He tells me at ease, slides the folder over. I take the folder. I thank him for the opportunity. I face left. And I walk left. I get 3 steps into it. All I'm thinking about is that shower and that cold beer. And he says, first time I've heard my name in a week, he says, Cleveland. I turned and I looked at him confused. And his veneer cracks. Smiles slightly. And he says, congratulations, wrong door, go that way. So I went on to lead these females in Afghanistan, and they truly did make history. But more importantly, they made a significant difference.